I hate the ITA regionals. You see that? I hate the ITA regionals. Don't like it. I hate it. The ITA regionals. All right, now let me tell you why. Now, I don't like the tournament. It's not that I don't like the tournament, right, B-Rock? Good. Yeah, okay, thumbs up over there. So, the tournament in itself is excellent, but these coaches and these committees all across the United States, you guys have dummied this thing down. You've screwed them up. Now, the ITA regionals tournaments, for those of you that aren't aware of this, you got NCAA Division 1, 2, 3, small colleges. All across the country, you got these regional tournaments. And if you win or advance to the finals, you qualify for nationals later in this year. So this ITA regional tournament is a qualifier for nationals. It's not everybody gets in, to this ITA regional tournament. So what I hate about it is these coaches turn it into, not coaches, whoever the decision makers are, you turn them into participation tournaments. Like there's one in our region here now that, and when I say the region, Mid-Atlantic or whatever, it's at Mary Washington. They got the ITA regional main draw, and then they got the A flight, the B flight, duck, goose, and it just screws up the ITA regional, because again, that's a national tournament. That should be prestigious. This is not a participation tournament, and it's just not at Mary Washington. You Division I coaches, Division II, you all do the same thing. You go, hey, I want to get all my player matches, and so you turn them into participation tournament. You turn them into, let's have a 256 main draw or 196 main draw. Bob, you know how many matches you got to win this thing? If when they dummy it down like that, like 5 or 6, you just kill your main player, Bob, B-Rock. So anyway, you just can't do that. Now these tournaments, they should be embraced by the community. In the semifinals, finals, you should have a set time. Some of these tournaments I can't even find online. I don't even know if they exist. I got to hunt down and email people. But these tournaments, these ITA regionals, they're actually excellent events. I mean, they got the best players in the country playing in these things, and in every community, they can make an impact. So you should have a semifinals and a finals with an announced time. You should hustle to get people there. Have some food and beverage. Sounds right. At a party. Maybe have some people play shuffleboard before the event outside and have a breakfast. Whatever. Make these into an event in your community. This will make your program more relevant. This will make college tennis more relevant. It makes your community more relevant. Now, my experience with these regionals, I've had players lose in the first round. Natalie Kahana, she won it on the women's side. She might have won it twice. Nadine Fahum and Charlene Harhoff won the doubles in Philadelphia. Zoltan Shanadi and Isaac van der Merwe won it at Chapel Hill. And this event right here, this was my coach's highlight right there. That's Shrugo, and that's Shrugo. Other guys on Hiki Kankata. When the region was very big, the Atlantic region, and this was at the University of North Carolina. And this had all the ACC schools in it. And Bob, those ACC schools, they're good. They're really good. So in the semifinals, Anhiki had to beat a guy from North Carolina. Shrugo beat Tread Huey from Virginia. They made it to the finals. So at University of North Carolina, they're in the finals. And the audience was one. It was me watching the match. And I remember Sam Paul from North Carolina coming over saying, hey, Daryl, you think you're pretty good, don't you? And I asked Sam to get me a cup of coffee since I was there. I was a little bored watching my guys play because I've seen them play many times. Anyway, this was an embarrassment. 2 top guys, level 13 and up, playing, and they played in front of nobody. That should have never happened. Actually, I'm not nobody. They played in front of me. And I coached up the winner in that one too, by the way. Anyway, Bob, back to the point. You got me off point there, is Man, these should be great events. Right now, there's one coming up at Old Dominion. I know something about it. No one else knows anything about it. These will be the best players in the region. These regional tournaments should be turned into events. They should be very prestigious. And often these will be the best players that ever play in a particular area. The best players. So coaches, you got to quit dumbing it down. I know you want to get matches for your guys. I've heard that before. And you increase the main draw. You do this consolation nonsense in some of the regions. Everybody gets 3 matches. Who wants to lose 3 times during a tournament? I mean, make it a real tournament. If you lose first round, you're gone. You know, that's it. Maybe good luck in the doubles. But these should be prestigious events. They need to be better marketed. I mean, I should be able to go online to see what's going on. I'm sure Tim Russell's probably going to call me. I'm going to be the chairman for ITA Regionals next year. But seriously, we got to quit dumbing these things down, make them into events, make the semifinals and the finals a really good final within the community. So many great so I don't really hate the tournament. I hate what we've done to the ITA Regionals, because in college tennis, man, we have some of the best facilities in the world. I mean, Liberty has a great outdoor facility, Stanford facility, all across the country, Texas. I've been there. I've looked at these facilities. First class facilities, some of the best facilities in the world. And this, the ITA, great organization. It's the best organization with creative coaches and great facilities, very smart coaches. But we are cheating ourselves when we dummy these things down and we don't make them as special as they should be. So we got to get out, recruit some people to come to these things, make them into special events. But you don't need to take everybody. You don't need to take your number 12 guy. I mean, I remember Dwayne at Florida State. He wanted to bring his 10 guy, his 12 guy. Hey, man, this is not a duck, goose tournament. This is a qualifier for the national championships of the ITA at Division 1, 2, 3, small colleges. It's great. So let's quit dumbing it down, coaches, and let's not make it get rid of it being a participation tournament. You can have the Pumpkin Open on your campus for participation. And a lot of these players you're taking to the tournament, they can even beat some former players in your community. So let's make it a real tournament. So that way I can do a new video that says, I love the ITA Regionals. Right now, I hate ITA Regionals. Y'all dumbing it down to some participation, duck, goose stuff. So stop doing that.